commonly known as Toothless Grin Kim. I'm interrupting with a bit of a medical emergency here. I may not, again, be posting any videos on my podcast for a while. I was in the middle of writing a script for my next video, getting going on that. We were going to discuss the four kingdoms in Daniel to do with my debunking certain issues in that, and I was going to do that one next. But I was writing a script on conspiracy theories and to do with a Christian base on that, why Christians, go for conspiracy theories. And I was doing pretty good at that. And I got called away to an emergency eye doctor appointment. I've been having, as you know, I've had 2 cataract surgeries in January. January 12th was the right eye, and January 26th was the left eye. Now, besides some minor side effects that were still happening, I was told a month ago that I was healed. Everything was looking good. They kept check on those retinas, because usually you have a chance of having something done, some trouble with the retina when you have cataract surgery. There's always that chance, but things were looking good. The retinas didn't look bad. So I was giving you all clear. I could get me some new glasses. I was healed. And like I said, minor side effects that happened for a while after the surgery, and they go away. But a week ago, the sight in my right eye, certain things were happening. And I started to think, well, maybe the artificial lenses they put in your eyes after cataract surgery, that maybe the lens, I was having a problem with that. I was waiting for it to go away, because sometimes when you have those kind of problems, they just go away as a healing, which my eyes were already healed. So, and you'll have to excuse me, I look like I'm all red and sweating. I just got home not long ago. So I have some other eye conditions too, but they're very minor, but they can lead to serious things going wrong, serious things happening. At this point, we're mainly concerned with cataracts, getting those out. So it seems like things were going good. Well, a week to week and a half ago, something started happening with that right eye, and it came on fast. And then yesterday and today, it was much, much worse, and there were new symptoms going on. So I got called away to an emergency eye doctor appointment, and they ran scans on me as well. The retina in my right eye, is detaching. Some of it's detached already. And I was warned if I wait much longer, they will not be able to fix that, and I won't be able to drive. So I'm waiting for a call. The nearest hospital that has a retina specialist is nearly 2 hours away from where I live, to the nearest retina specialist. And the other ones, he gave me a choice for where to go. Those are over 2 hours, close to 2.5 hours away. The retina specialist I asked for is up in Gunderson in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And that's about an hour and a half. I would say about an hour and 45 minutes away from here. So that would be the closest one. Rochester, Minnesota. Mayo in Rochester, Minnesota would have been the second closest. That would be at least 2 hours. Iowa City and Cedar Rapids in Iowa. That's pretty close to like 2.5 hours or so from where I'm at. So there is whenever you got to see a specialist, you got to go the distance. So there's that trouble with transportation when a person like me is no contact with family, and I'm here, and my friends are up north, So, trying to work all that out. I'm waiting for a call from Gunderson in La Crosse, which it's after 5 o'clock now in the evening. probably not tonight. So, and my eyes are just really cracked up and dilated right now. Oh, it's been driving me nuts. Anyway, so I let you know what was going on. We don't know at this time if there is any connection to the cataract surgeries that caused the retina to detach. However, it's far enough along where I was considered healed, where we didn't think that was going to go wrong from the cataract surgeries. Like I said, I have other, what I would consider minor eye conditions. However, it could lead to a serious issue, such as retina detachment, as I was told about that in recent years. So there's always that chance something could detach, or there could be tears on the walls of the eyes. There's always that chance. So we don't know. We don't know if this is connected to the cataract surgeries, or this happened, this just an accident waiting to happen. But more than likely, it was probably just coincidence and an accident waiting to happen. So anyway, I may not be able to get another video out. I'm going to try to see at some point tonight if maybe I can get a script done or a video done, but probably not. I was in the middle of a script before I went to the eye doctor today. That might have to wait now. This is, I don't know when I'm going to be having surgery, but it's got to be real soon, they said. Otherwise, they won't be able to fix it, and I won't be able to drive. I can drive, I still drive at the moment, but I don't know how much longer. So this really sucks, but I'm letting you guys know now. I've been trying to catch up on the podcast. I've been trying to catch up, push out some videos, get things going here. And with it going to be retina surgery, I don't know how long it be before I can be allowed to drive again afterwards, and how well I'm going to be able to see, how soon I'm going to be able to see real well. But there's probably going to be some eye strain there again. You're probably going to see me off of YouTube more often again for a little while. No fault of mine. I tried with this. This year is just going really bad. I mean, eye surgeries. I wreck my previous car. I get another one just in time to the retina to detach, and me have to go in for another eye surgery. So yeah, it is in the middle of detaching. Some of it has detached. So it's on its way to fully doing it if we don't get me in there and fix it right away. So I might leave a message for the people on YouTube through a community post, as far as, when I'm going in there. But this would be my podcast, a major announcement for the podcast for YouTube and Substack and elsewhere. And then, of course, my friends on Facebook will also see this video published on my personal profile page on Facebook. So that's how we're going right now. I've got a friend who I used to live in Minnesota, before that Wisconsin. I've got a friend who lives up in Minnesota, and she works at the Gunderson in La Crosse, Wisconsin. We live in Minnesota, but La Crosse, Wisconsin, right next to the border where she lives in, near there. So she does work at that building, and so we're going to be, this is my best chance we're going to be able to work that out. I plan on driving up there. If I can still drive tomorrow, we'll see. Drive up there. My friend would take me from the hospital, drive me all the way back down here, and we're going to try to have one of her family members drive my car on back down. But when you live in a rural area, and more, you hear about the medical issue across the nation, and that more hospitals and such are closing down in rural areas. It was hard enough before in the rural area where I'm at. It's hard enough now before anything else closes down. So I, suffered it out enough, but it's going to get to worse and worse as time goes on. I may not be able to live in a small town area much longer with all the stuff that's going on It's so hard when you need a specialist or something. Usually you have to go a few hours. But luckily for my cataract surgeries, they had somebody from the Mayo up in Rochester who drove down here to a certain hospital. And he does his surgeries down here for those who need cataract surgery down here. Otherwise, we've got no cataract specialist down here. That's how that is. So that's what happened with my cataract surgeries. So anyway, okay, just letting you guys know, I'll hurry up and try to load this or do what all else with it. Although it'll be very difficult. With my eyes dilated, I'm going to try to do all my typing and everything to get them loaded up. Wish me luck. And, I got the caretaker. It's going to help me with my dog while I'm away. And thanks you all. And you guys on YouTube, hold out. Stay with me. Try to help me get more subscribers. I've got plenty of videos there to watch for you to watch. Share them with all you can. When I get back going with this stuff more again, when I can see better again, I made a comeback after my cataract surgeries. I got healed up, got these glasses. I made a comeback. I'm going to make a comeback now after this. It may take me a while, but hang in there on YouTube. Wait for me to punch out more videos. I haven't left. I haven't quit. I'm not leaving you guys. Okay. All right. I look forward to the next time I see you. Again, this is Secular Strike Back. Toothless Grin Kim. See you next time.